I don't torment myself. I do the best I can. I give it everything I've got, give it the old college try.
Gregory Peck was absolute Hollywood royalty, an Oscar winner and a suave leading man that millions of people completely adored. But very few people ever knew who he actually considered the true love of his life. And what he finally admitted near the end of his days wasn't the famous name the tabloids had been chasing for decades. Gregory's childhood was far from glamorous. Born in San Diego back in 1916, he was just 5 years old when his parents' marriage completely collapsed. Sadly, neither of them seemed to want the burden of raising him. His grandmother stepped in to save him, taking him to the local movies every single week, fun trips that quietly planted the seed for his future acting career. But when she tragically died of cancer while he was away at military school, young Gregory lost the only steady, loving presence in his entire life. It's heartbreaking to think that a boy abandoned by his own parents grew up to become America's ultimate picture of a loving father. He eventually found his true calling on stage while studying at Berkeley, and then chased that dream all the way to Broadway, literally sleeping on park benches in Central Park during the tough, broke years. A serious back injury, which he actually suffered during a dance class, kept him out of World War II. But to protect his tough guy image, the big movie studios later rewrote his story, claiming the injury happened while rowing crew. By the mid-1940s, Gregory was a bona fide superstar, earning back-to-back Oscar nominations for classics like The Keys of the Kingdom and Gentleman's Agreement. Behind the scenes, he had married Greta Kukkonen in 1942 and raised 3 sons together. But away from the cameras, the marriage was quietly crumbling under the heavy pressure of his fast-moving career. Then, in 1952, everything changed forever. While sitting in a Paris hotel for a press interview right before shooting Roman Holiday, Gregory met a young French journalist named Véronique Pisani. The spark between them was instant. The very day after his divorce from Greta was officially finalized in December 1955, Gregory married Véronique, even though he was 16 years older than her. This marriage gave him something he had been desperately searching for his entire life: absolute peace. For decades, juicy rumors swirled around Hollywood about another famous woman, his spellbound co-star, Ingrid Bergman. The two had grown incredibly close during filming back in 1945, and whispers of a secret romance followed Gregory for the rest of his career. He refused to confirm it publicly until long after Ingrid had passed away. Even then, he only offered a few careful words, admitting that the real feelings were definitely there, but politely refusing to spill any more details. Some love stories are meant for the world to see, while others are so sacred they are taken quietly to the grave. But whenever people asked him which woman had truly saved and shaped his life, Gregory's answer was always Véronique. He constantly bragged about her sharp mind, her unbelievable warmth, and the feeling that he had finally found his true self after meeting her. Their beautiful marriage lasted for the rest of his life, nearly 5 incredible decades. On June 12, 2003, Gregory Peck passed away peacefully at his home in Los Angeles at the age of 87. And just as she had been for nearly 50 years, Véronique was right there beside him, holding his hand until his very last breath. He spent his whole life playing brave heroes on the big screen, but his greatest victory was simply finding someone to love him for who he really was. Behind all the global fame, the shiny awards, and the endless tabloid headlines, Gregory Peck's real story was about a lonely little boy who lost everyone he loved early on and spent his life quietly searching for a safe place to land. In the end, he found her. If you enjoyed learning the true story behind this legendary icon, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin. Don't forget to hit that like button and turn on notifications for more fascinating, untold stories from the golden age of Hollywood.